Washington Nationals. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. We're going to the show, baby. Yeah. I've been meaning to talk about this, man, but I'm so elated that they swept the St. Louis Cardinals. 4 games. They came out there and made mincemeat out of the Cardinals, man. I'm so happy about that. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right. Let's get in. Let's go. This morning I woke up. I didn't see the game last night, but of course the Washington Nationals won in dramatic fashion last night to a sold-out crowd. I'm pretty sure it was sold out, because it's at a fever pitch. 7-4 over the St. Louis Cardinals. The St. Louis Cardinals was a bit of an underdog. Now, this was the series that they dominated after they struggled, but successfully beat the LA Dodgers after being down 3-1, and they came back and whooped that ass, Nevertheless, they were, I think they were like 19-31, something like that, in May. All right, the quarter way of the season, they were struggling. They were at the bottom of the barrel, and I remember that. And towards the end of the season, they became a wild card team. Now they went from wild card to becoming National League Championship Series or NLCS champs off of a wild card. Now their coach Dave Martinez actually brought them from the brink, man. He never gave up on them. They never gave up on themselves, and I'm proud of them. Also, before I lose sight of it, the Washington Mystics also won their championship. They won their first title just Friday night. I forgot who they beat, but they just won their first title last week. So we might be on to something. Washington Mystics won, and now the Washington Nationals are going to the show. They will be facing either a Houston or New York Yankees team. The Yankees always seem to go every freaking year. Well, they're always in the playoffs every year, it seems like, because they pay that big money. But that's another whole story. But the thing of it is that the Yankees, I'm hoping they would face Houston more than the Yankees. But Houston is a good team. They've always had a good team for years, as well as the Yankees. Considering Houston is the 4th largest city in America, which I never knew that, but it is. So they're going to have their hands full with either team. That's going to be the ultimate test for the Washington Nationals. There's no question about that. That's going to be what I call the taste test. And I think they say Houston, I think, leads the series right now. Is it 2 games of 1 or 3 games of 1, something like that? So the Nationals will have plenty of time to study tapes and rest up for that big series. Who would have thought that? But it goes to show you, your setback is set up for a comeback. I talked about this on my podcast plenty of times. And today is no exception. They were down. They were at the bottom of the barrel. Man, somebody got the holiday thing up all ready for Halloween. They were down at the bottom of the National League. Had one of the worst records in the National League. And now they're on top of the heap from a wild card. That's amazing. They were a wild card team, guys. Think about it. You can achieve greatness. You got to pray on it, You got to stay on it. You got to pray on it, and you got to stay on it. Perseverance is the key. These guys, I didn't even have them picked to go to the series this year. I really didn't. And I knew they were struggling. And then they got a turnaround. All of a sudden they start winning. All of a sudden they start winning games. They start winning big games. Oh my gosh, people driving like turtles around here. They start winning big games. You know, which was good. You driving, bro? I can't tell how these guys driving out here this morning. Driving stupid. But they won big games, you know. But it was all about the drive. You have to have drive. You got to have that moxie. Oh wow! You have to have the moxie. You have to have the stamina. But you build stamina on your belief, on your faith. You go out on faith, and you go out on your determination to win. That's what we as individuals. Not people. People say, well, we got to do as people. No, you have to do as an individual. Before you can do as a people, you got to do as an individual. I'll say that. See, these guys had developed individually before they could build as a team. In our culture, we want to just build as a group. You can't just necessarily build as a group if you don't build as an individual first. You know, seriously. That's like hiring a bunch of people on the job, telling them we're going to build as a group, and you don't have individual skills to help you build as a team. There's no such thing as that. You have to build as an individual yourself. You have to be able to stand out for yourself before you can stand out as a team, individually. That's what it took for the Washington Nationals to get to where they are. So there is a lesson to be learned here. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched a single 9-inning game in a long time. But I bet your bottom dollar I will be watching this series. That's for damn sure. I'm happy for them. I'm proud of them. And them bars are going to be on fleek. If they win, I'm telling you right now, that if the Nationals win the series, the World Series, it's going to be a game changer for DC. Just like it was a game changer when the Cavaliers won their championship in Cleveland 3 years ago. Downtown been booming ever since. DC is going to be the same thing. Downtown has always been booming for a long time anyway, but it's really going to be booming now. You know, I'll tell you that right up flat, right up front. It's going to be booming. So, Nationals win big, baby, yeah, woo, yeah. So, in any case, this is DJ Wolf. Before my phone melt, I'm going to sign off. I'm out.